Hello again. I am always entertained by the sight of a 45-year-old man behaving like a teenager, and Laurence Fox is an excellent example of the species. Despite expressing some pretty awful views about all kinds of things, most people tend to ignore him. For an actor, this is the worst thing imaginable, because unless eyes are upon him, he doesn't feel that he really exists. A short while ago, he tried to set fire to some LGBT flags in his back garden. The film of his doing this caused some fuss, but not nearly enough to satisfy him. He wasn't arrested for it, as seemed possible at one point. So it was that the other day he referred to a woman as that on television, as in, who'd want to shag that? This is, of course, the kind of thing one might expect a fairly brash and immature teenage boy to come out with, rather than a middle-aged man. It certainly garnered the attention he sought, because he was promptly suspended from his job with the television news channel, and it is far from clear if he will ever be returning. Some people, not least Calvin Robinson, the swinging black vicar, stood up for him and hinted that he was a victim of political correctness gone mad. But most people thought he had brought this misfortune upon himself. Today, Fox's home was raided by the police. Gosh, this is 1984. Is a man really to be persecuted for making a tasteless remark about a woman on the television? Well, no, that wasn't why the police turned up at his house and began searching it. He has a channel on Rumble and said yesterday that he supported those people who were vandalising the cameras used to monitor London's ULEZ zone. He went further than that, saying, I encourage them to tear down every single camera there is, and I will be joining them. I am pretty close with several, and I will be out there with my angle grinder. This really does sound like inciting people to break the law, and since he claims to be close to them and to be planning to use an angle grinder himself for the same reason, it will hardly come as a surprise that he has now been arrested on suspicion of conspiring to commit criminal damage to ULEZ cameras and encouraging or assisting offences to be committed. This is not political persecution at all, but somebody getting in trouble with the police for encouraging other people to break the law. He is obviously determined to be a martyr, and so I suppose he has, in a sense, achieved his aim.